All right. Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we are doing a Sandra Lee recipe. So again, one of our homemade, semi-homemade recipes. I chose this one because it seemed pretty simple. I mean, all of her recipes are pretty simple, but I had kind of most of these ingredients already. So I'm gonna do a chili cornbread. So it starts out with one package of honey cornbread mix. So I have that here. 1 can of Mexicorn, a can of diced green chilies, 1¼ cups of buttermilk, ½ cup of cheddar cheese, and 2 teaspoons of fajita seasoning. So a couple of these things I'm a little concerned about. For the Mexicorn and the chilies, she actually just dumps the whole can in without draining them. So I feel like it's going to be a lot of liquid, but that's we'll see how it turns out. I didn't have Fiesta seasoning, so instead I'm using taco seasoning, so we will see if that changes things. I don't think it should be too big of a difference. And then I made my own buttermilk here, so I just used 1¼ cups of regular milk and added in about a tablespoon of vinegar and mixed it up. All right, so super simple. She just mixes everything together, so I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. Then this makes up little mini cornbread things. So I got my mini tray here, and I have that sprayed. I'm gonna kind of do this in real time, kind of like she does in her recipe, because it seems to come together very fast. Okay, so there's the cornbread mix. Gosh, it really seems like a lot of liquid. Okay, 1¼ cups of buttermilk. Yep, that's buttermilk. Okay, she makes a point of emphasizing that you do not need to drain the corn. So I'm not going to drain it. And the same with the chilies. Okay, there we go. All right. I'm using this leftover Blue Apron like taco seasoning, so I'm just gonna kind of eyeball about 2 teaspoons. It's probably about 2 teaspoons. I'll add in my cheese. It's like the cheese looks like it's not even enough. I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees, so that is getting there. Okay, I'm gonna mix this all up. It looks really soupy. It looks really soupy. Oh man. Okay, that's okay. That's alright. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be fine. It's like soup. Okay, alright. I'm gonna go ahead and, well, let me make sure I get my taco seasoning all mashed up there. I got some clumps. There's my oven. So my oven is ready, at least. This looks delicious. It looks like baby vomit. Okay, so I'm gonna scoop these in. This looks a lot thinner than the one that she had in her video, so I'm already, again, a little concerned. I'm gonna scoop these in. I'm gonna fill each one of these up, and then I'm gonna pop them in the oven. While they're in the oven, I am gonna put together that, she makes like a chipotle honey mustard. So we'll do that in just a second. All right, so I'm gonna fill the rest of these up and pop them in the oven. I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, so the muffins are in the oven. It did say to fill in 2 mini muffin tins. So I just did 1 mini muffin tin and then about 5 or 6 full-size muffins. So while that's going, I'm gonna put together this honey butter, chipotle honey butter that she has in her recipe. It calls for 2 sticks of butter, which is a ton, and I am not going to have 2 sticks of this butter monstrosity in my fridge. So I just started off with a 1/4 of 1 stick, or sorry, a 1/2 of 1 stick, so just a little bit. So to that, since I'm greatly reducing the recipe, I'm just going to kind of eyeball the other ingredients. So I'm just gonna add in kind of like a squirt of honey. Recommended Chipotle hot sauce. I'm gonna use this Marie Sharp's habanero sauce because this is one of my favorites. So I'm just gonna put in like a little drop or two. And then a little bit of that same taco seasoning. So just a little bit in there as well. All right, I'm gonna mix this up. And then I will check on the muffins. They have just a couple more minutes. So hopefully they all turn out okay, and then we will try it all together. See you back in just a few. Okay, you guys, so 15 minutes have gone by. They are golden brown around the outside. I finished up my honey butter here. First impressions, they're very gooey and very soft. I feel like if I had left them in for a little bit longer, they would start to burn, so I did want to pull them out. They are solid enough to like hold together, but as predicted, it's way too much liquid. Spoiler, I already tried one, and it's not great. So it's very wet on the inside. It's very salty too. Maybe because the liquid is included, it's kind of got a weird salty flavor. It's really wet and gooey. Maybe it might get better as it like cools down and maybe solidifies a bit. So I'm gonna put some of this butter on here. I can't imagine having 2 sticks of butter worth of this. Like, I don't even know what I would do with all that butter. It's very warm and gooey, almost like the inside of a molten lava cake, or like, it tastes kind of underdone. But again, if I had left it in any longer, I think that the outside would really burn. I'm just really curious because she specifically mentioned that you can add in the liquid from the corn and the chilies, whereas I think this would be much improved and probably totally fine if that liquid was not included, because 1 1/4 cups of buttermilk is a lot. So I think that's probably the biggest downfall of this. Honestly, guys, it's not good. It's really not good. I keep eating it because it's here, but it's really not great. This butter is fine. Mostly just sweet, a little spicy. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I mean, I would drain the vegetables. That would kind of be what I would do. I might even put them in a little bit longer because it is still very wet. So, kind of a fail. Not the best. I'll probably eat most of them because they're there. But I don't think I would do it again. So, yeah. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.